I can understand English, but I cannot speak good English. So, what the main reason behind not able to speak good English? Though I can understand English movies, I can understand English newspaper, I can understand English web series, I can read each and everything almost whatever comes in English. However, I cannot speak English. How frustrating it is, no? When we just some understand something, when we know something, but however we are not able to speak. How frustrating it seems, like what do you think about it? Do let me know in comment section. So now let's quickly see the reason behind not able to speak good English, whereas I know the English language. I can understand the English language. I have been knowing since my childhood. I have been just hearing since my childhood, but I cannot speak it fluently. Whenever I try to speak good English, I get stuck. I start fumbling. I start stumbling. You know what? So why is it happening with me? I mean, is it happen with me only, or is it happening with each and every single person? Whoever are willing to learn this language, whoever just thinking and who have this kind of the mindset, learn this language and improve it, so that they can just really reach the maximum in their life. Is it so? Perhaps I'm not sure about it. But here, the main problem and the common problem is that the Indian understand English. However, we cannot speak good English. You know what? So how we can remove this particular problem, this particular common problem, and what are the steps which we can take in order to remove it? So hello friends, welcome to English Journey with Vikas. So today in this video, I will be discussing about some steps which can help you to improve your spoken English and remove this particular problem. Though you understand English, but you cannot speak good English, I'm sure by following the steps, you will definitely be able to see the tremendous change in your way of speaking, in your way of, I would say, uh, seeing the things. Because sometimes what happened with us, we just create the kind of picture and we draw the line between the society and the people. Like if I speak English, what they would think, whether will I able to speak good English or not, whether will I able to convey my message, express my thoughts on the topics clearly or not. So we have a kind of fear, and also we have a kind of self-doubt. So due to the fear and self-doubt, you know what, we just get stuck and we just don't just take a step towards it. you know we just confine ourselves in one room and we just keep thinking about it, keep thinking about one day will come and I able to speak good English. But you know what, it is not going to ever happen if you're not going to also take any step towards on it. So you cannot be always reluctant. You have to be, I would say, very much ready to take the steps and the breaks of kind of the obstacles which you're just keeping it in your mind. When it's come to speak in English, you get stuck. And apart from this, there's one more thing. You know what happening? We have a kind of mindset that is like, perfectionism. We think if I speak, it should be correct. I mean, it should be 100% accurate and with the full accuracy. But I don't think so. It is just going to be like 100% correct, and you're not going to make any mistakes, because mistakes are the part. And you know what? Like two ways. I would say the crucial thing. I also just make these errors. I also make the mistakes. I'm also in the process of learning this language. And instead of learning, I'm just trying to enhance my communication skills. I'm also trying to just rectify my mistakes. I'm working on it. So I'm also not perfect in this language, and nobody's just expert in the mastering this language. They all are learning because they all are keeping, learning oriented mindset. So what you have to do, you have to also keep the learning oriented mindset. This is the first thing which you need to do. The first step, you have to always have the learning oriented mindset. It is not something wherever you go, what you have to do, you have to just speak and think in this language. You know what, like if you're just going market, so what you have to do, the very first thing, you have to just think in the English and try to speak in English. You know what, And don't sigh, don't just get nervous, whatever you want, try to convey in English, try to express in English, whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to just encounter, whatever you just come to see, and if you're just encountering something new and eye-catching, so what you can do, you can just simply just try to convey and be in touch with that in the same language, in English. That's how you will able to improve your spoken English. And second thing, let's suppose you're just going, you're just going office, and you're going just meeting with your friend, and you're just watching some movies, and you're just preparing food and all. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing, just always remember one thing: you have to just think in English, and you have to just try to speak in English, because the main problem why we are just getting problem when it's come to speak in English, although we understand it, because we have been learning, so we have been reading English language, or we have been just listening also. It's been so many years. That's why we can understand, because we know the meaning, the definition of the words, the phrases, meaning and the definition. That's how we understand. What? And in Hindi, what happened in our native language, are like local language, Hindi, Punjabi, and the Telugu, Marathi, and Tamil, Pahari, Gujarati. We have been listening. Along with that, we have been speaking. We have been imitating. That's how we learn our native language, our local language. What? So here, on the contrary, if I talk about the English, but we have been listening through childhood. We have been also reading it as a subject, learning it as a subject, but not a language. And hence, we never, I would say, just worked on it. And we never, I would say, get that much fluency in this language. What? So now this is the high time. What you can do, you can simply just, when you just encounter with anything, just try to just come up with the same language. That must be in English. You have to think in English, you have to write in English. It's a very simple thing. Let's suppose you're just typing with someone, if you're chatting with someone, your friend. So you can just start adding the few English words. Okay, for example, if you just write there, you have to just see there's like, I want to just meet you, I want to just meet you. So you can just simply say there, like, I want to just catch up with you today, and whatever you want to just write. Apart from this, you can also just, when I'm just, what we do, probably invest a lot of times while chatting and while chatting and watching just reels and all. So what we can do, we can simply, while chatting, we can, implement few words, few English words, like rather saying, like Zana, we can simply say go, rather saying just, like you're having food, you can simply say like, I'm starving, I want to have food. So just like say, I want to just have something, you can simply say, I would like to have something. Just in English, use it in English, like मुझे खाना खाना, you can simply say, I want to have food, I want to eat food, I want to have something. You can simply, I have to go in market. You can, rather saying it in English this, you can simply say, I have to go in market. It's as easy as ABC. It's not very much, a huge task. Because I strongly believe by implementing small things, you can just accomplish, I would say, the big thing. Believe me, you can, I would say, accomplish a very, very big thing. Because small things become, big. Gradually it doesn't turn into big within a few days. It takes years. It's a little lengthy process, but definitely one day it becomes. Believe me. And apart from this, you can also do the, a very simple thing. That is, if you suppose you just understand English, okay, you are in this level, okay, you can understand, but you cannot speak. So before speaking, what you can do, you can prepare yourself. You can write something, okay, you can write something like about your home, about any animal, about any actor, favorite hobby, favorite song, favorite movie. It could be anything, it could be anything. It depends your area of interest. As long as you will be writing You will be just improving yourself, because when you write, you know, you will get the sufficient time, okay, in order to think. And you can also just think about the grammar, what type of grammar you should need, sorry, you should use while writing, and what are the essential points which you need to, I would say, put there, and what are the words which are not able to understand. You can also just go through Google. So you can also go through that word, you can just have to search on Google and get to know the actual meaning. And by doing this, you will just gradually improve your writing skills, and you will get this adequate time for thinking, and you will able to just organize your thoughts, and you will able to write it well. So what, after that, whenever you're just going to speak with someone on that topic, you will just get the comfortness, you will be very much comfortable, and it will be very much convenience for you to convey your thoughts, expressing your, I would say, knowledge, piece of information on that particular topic. So this is the main thing which you can do. It's a very simple, as simple as that. You don't need to just go with the very lengthy essay, like the freedom fighters. You can go with that. You can just go with the very simple thing. You don't need to go with the very very huge thing. You don't need to just write in 500 words, 1,000 words. You can go with only 50 words, and the little by little you will improve. Then you can, I would say to yourself 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200. That's how you can enhance your writing skill, your way of thinking, your organizing thoughts ability, and you will also able to understand and accumulate the knowledge, piece of information by doing this. It's a very simple task, and nobody will be there correcting you, judging you. So you need to have the fear. If I make the mistake, people might comment on me, judge me, give me the bad feedback. Nothing is going to happen. Just you have to stick with it. You have to follow this few months only, and after following this, definitely you will able to see the tremendous change in your way of speaking. I strongly believe, by following only few months, you will able to see the huge improvement in your way of speaking, and you will just get it off this problem very very soon, by putting this kind of the efforts and following it. And the here, if I talk about the last thing which you can also add, that is the very simple. As we know, listening plays a very vital role. So I know we have been listening. It's been so many years, and you also, guys. So here now, the time has come to just make it a little more productive, and just pay a little more attention on it. So what we can do, we can simply go with as a video recording, because we all have the cell phone. That's how I'm working on it, on myself, because I know, sorry, because we all know we don't have a sufficient English environment where we can do practice and be with this language touch. So what we can simply do, we can simply just I would say do practice while making the video, while recording your voice note. Let's suppose you are not comfortable with recording videos. So what you can do, you can simply go with read and record. You have to just search something, some paragraphs, articles on Google, and then you have to copy. And after copying, you have to just send on WhatsApp. And after sending on WhatsApp, what you can do, you can simply do the activity, the simple exercise which is known as read and record. You have to read, and while reading, you have to record. And always remember, when you read out loud. So when you read out loud, okay, it will just turn into you are speaking, and try to feel the words, try to feel and try to assume when you're speaking, sorry, when you're reading, it's as if you're speaking in front of numbers of people. As you are speaking in front of numbers of people, you're just trying to express your thoughts. Just try to just immerse yourself in that particular paragraph, articles, quotation, the news, as you are the speaker, and you're just being in front of so many people, and they are listening you, and you're just expressing your thoughts, you're just explaining your ideas, you're putting your point of views on that particular topic, that paragraph. That could be anything. It depends your area of your interest. So this is the very simple. And you know what, there are so many mistakes which I made. So I'm also not going to just edit it. I'm just gonna just keep the same things, the same mistakes which I'm just, so that in future I'll able to see my mistakes, so that I can rectify myself, rectify myself. So that's how we can improve, or by which you guys can also improve. Just follow these steps, and don't have the fear of making mistakes. Mistakes are the part of life. So please remove this particular problem and don't run after being perfectionism. Okay. So I know we are the human, okay, and we are supposed to make mistakes, but always remember, when we make the mistake, try to just do not commit again and again same mistake. Otherwise there would be no difference between human and animals, So now I'm just going to end up this video. I hope you will. I hope you guys will get some sort of the advantage, through this video, and definitely it will help you to improve your spoken English and remove this particular problem. So I'll see you in next video. Till then, stay healthy and stay awesome.